The focus of my COETAIL final project, an inquiry into digital portfolios, began several years ago as I experimented with class blogs and sat on my school's e-portfolio committee. The committee came up with a portfolio philosophy statement that strongly represents my ideas about the power of portfolios. To ensure the effective implementation of e-portfolios, EdTech, in coordination with curriculum leadership, began the school year by introducing the platform Seesaw to lower primary. Many teachers were already trialing the platform, while others were brand new to it. It was challenging to meet the needs of the two groups with one session, so rather than focus on the technicalities of the platform, we focused on understanding the school's pedagogical philosophy and basic user agreements, such as tagging student work, using agreed-upon folders, and adding student profile pictures. As our school is PYP, we decided to use the transdisciplinary skills as folder headings, along with traditional specialist subject areas like German and PE. We also incorporated the PYP attitudes and learner profile attributes as skills. We discussed the importance of framing the learning by using either the caption or comment section to describe the learning and provide context for each post. Teachers began exploring the tool and many posted with abandon, adding weekly work, eager to share student learning. I worked regularly with teams, assistants, and students, differentiating for their level of readiness. Some teachers posted less frequently, unsure of what might constitute a learning moment. This imbalance and uncertainty prompted us to regroup as a staff in the new year to revisit our agreements and philosophy. Met again several weeks later and were asked to bring a portfolio sample they were proud of. Colleagues sat together using a framework of key questions to help guide their critical analysis of the posts. With student-led conferences approaching, I wanted our young students to take more ownership of their portfolios, because up until now, most posts were teacher-created, with the parent as primary audience. Knowing the true power of the portfolio platform comes from our ability to reflect on our own learning and hear constructive feedback. It was an ideal time to push this forward. I went into classrooms and outdoor learning sessions and reminded students of the importance of sharing their best work. Many were unfamiliar with how to add a comment to their own or others' work, and more importantly, what to say. So I spent weeks practicing these skills with students. In the lead-up to our student-led conferences, I created a Padlet of resources and ideas for using Seesaw as a reflection tool during the conference itself. Many teachers created Seesaw commenting stations in their rooms, allowing for authentic feedback and involvement from both parents and students.
Dear Savi, thank you so much for showing us your school today. And we went to the library to have a look at all those great books you have. And the green room where you do all the videos. Great stuff. Thank you, Savi.
We're at student-led conferences, and I really like it.
Meanwhile, throughout the year, I checked in regularly with teachers and reported back to leadership the progress we were making. I also wanted to continue learning myself about portfolios and the Seesaw platform by increasing my connections globally. I applied and was accepted to become a Seesaw ambassador, which requires me to deliver at least one PD session on Seesaw, engage in the online communities, and generally share and promote what a great tool Seesaw is. I love the idea of sharing our learning beyond the school. So I met with visiting school leaders to share our process and walk them through the Seesaw admin panel. I also shared my learning to date with fellow COETAILers and other teachers in the online Google Plus community. These sharing experiences were affirming. I could see our progress to date when viewed through the eyes of others just embarking on their own journey. One particularly engaging online learning and sharing session was a Twitter chat on ePortfolios. I later attended Kimberly's follow-up session at the Learning To conference in Warsaw. Being clear about the portfolio's purpose, audience, and student ownership, as well as avoiding the digital dumping ground, were key takeaways from these sessions. The chat was also an opportunity to connect with teachers from the high school campus to get their take on where they were at with ePortfolios and arrange for potential future collaboration opportunities. One of my biggest challenges and learning experiences as part of Course 5 was presenting my own workshop on Seesaw at the Learning To conference. Preparing for the workshop, speaking in front of peers, sharing my professional knowledge, and discussing best practices and successes my school has experienced is a highlight of my personal and professional learning journey this year. Yep, this one's a keeper. Finally, an area that will be my ongoing goal for the remainder of this year and next is to promote collaborative projects and connections for our students. Despite hesitation to open the blog feature, I found a willing teacher, and after much discussion and facilitation, a grade 1 class has connected with another class across the world via Seesaw blogs. Although slow to take off, the students have been highly motivated and excited to both receive and give feedback on Seesaw posts. I hope to expand the shared learning experience to more classes next year by connecting students with other students both within and beyond the walls of our school. What do you think about connecting with another class across the world?
It's fun, and I like that that they comment on us and we comment on them.